Yes guys, we're back again with another Elvis recommendation. We've actually had a donation from one of our subscribers, Rob Burton, who has asked for Tomorrow Never Comes by Elvis Presley. I had a quick look on YouTube and there's no like live performances, like I love like a 70 or a 73 or whatever, but there isn't any. However, you know, if you make a donation and an Elvis recommendation, you get a double whammy. So I thought we'll listen to the studio version, which is just an audio version of the song. But there's also a rehearsal video. It's not the full length. It's only like just over a minute long, but we might as well have a look at that so we get some video footage and see what he was like when he was in his rehearsals doing the song. So we'll start off with the rehearsal footage and then we'll listen to the studio footage afterwards. So let's go!
Just to see that happy morning when I have you right by my side.
What? You could tell that was proper raw rehearsal footage. That was the first time I've actually heard like his voice where he's obviously putting it to the test. That's what rehearsals are for. It's like, right, let's see what we can get away with. Let's see what notes we can hit. Let's see what notes we'll leave out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually glad we watched that first, because it's definitely not a song I've heard before. For some reason, because it's called Tomorrow Never Comes. Is that what it was called? Yeah, I thought it was like a James Bond song. Am I tripping? I love something like that. I've always, like, my favourite band for years was The Strokes, yeah. And I always wanted to see, like, you know, what were they like before they made it and they were just rehearsing and stuff or stuff like that. And I always like tried to find footage, and there was some kind of footage of stuff like that which you probably would have no interest in, but you would have interest if it was Elvis, you know what I mean, where it's just like I want to see the stuff that no one's seen, or like, you know, just the people who love Elvis have seen. And that was cool because it just gives you a little glimpse into his real life. Let's try and figure this song out, how we're gonna do it. And now we're gonna watch the actual studio footage where it's the polished version, so I get to listen to the whole song and see what he actually ended up with. So let's go.
Tell me that you care, that tomorrow we'll be married. Ooh, but tomorrow's never there. Oh, tomorrow never come. Oh, tomorrow never comes. Now you tell me now as I waited. Oh, many long nights have I cried. Oh, just to see that happy morning when I have you right by my side. But tomorrow you'll never come. No, tomorrow never gonna come. Now you tell me that you love me, but tomorrow never comes. So tomorrow I'll be leaving. Yes, tomorrow I'll be gone. But tomorrow you'll be weeping. But tomorrow never comes. Hey! Tomorrow ain't never gonna come. No, tomorrow ain't never gonna come. Yeah, you tell me you love me, yeah, baby, that you love me, but tomorrow never comes.
Whoa. That was a graduation. Like, it was. He's had songs like this before where it's like that marchy dum 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 dum, and it's like a marchy kind of drum kind of thing. And then what's good about them is it keeps you. It's like an anticipation or something. It's like it almost gives it away that something's gonna come down the line. Then like you can hear his voice pushing boundaries. There's a certain like you know when you see scales where it's like a red, amber, green, and it if it hits the red it's bad or whatever. There's like when it hits the green of Elvis's exact perfect vocal range, he has this like it's so clean and it's also got an Elvis signature. You know, if he holds a note, it's like I can tell that's Elvis. I know that's Elvis. Even if you just cropped out the middle section of that note, you can hear his voice, like Elvis's voice in that note. Do you know what I mean? And I love that. It's sick. He was hitting them notes in that song, and then like I say, it graduated towards the end. It started massive build up. You could hear it almost sounded like a gong. Have you seen them giant gongs where they use it in like movies and stuff, and they'll have two big wooden sticks with like cushioned heads on it, and they'll delicately just get it to vibrate, and because it's a massive gong piece of metal, it causes like a really loud noise. And if I'm not mistaken, it sounded like there was one in that towards the end. Like, could be wrong, but that's what it sounded like. Either way, whatever it was, gave it this big crescendo at the end, which it actually, Rob said, keep an ear out for that crescendo at the end, you'll love it. And I get what you're saying. What a recommendation. And it was a cool song. It was also, if you listen to the lyrics as well, it was one of them that I think if you're in like a relationship, every now and again you'll have like an argument, say, and everyone in the heat of the moment, you know, where everything just gets on top and you just say some stuff, and then if you're in a relationship, you normally like to sort it out before you go to sleep, but sometimes you're like, nah, tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day, you've slept on it, and you're just like, I was just hangry, I think. I was hungry and angry at the same time, so I didn't mean it. And there was kind of, there was like false kind of promises and stuff like that, or you'll say this, and then tomorrow will come over. Tomorrow won't even come, you know what I mean? It was cool lyrically, and it was just a nice song. Loved the crescendo. Elvis does it again, you know what I'm saying? I expect nothing less from Elvis. Thank you again for the donation. Thank you for your suggestions, guys. I'm trying to get through this list of suggestions. If there's anything you want prioritising, you know you can leave it in the comments section. And keep an eye out for this wall. Well, there's actually 2 walls here. I've always wanted, like, you know, like your own man cave. But we've got a baby and stuff, and this is like the kind of spare room. But I was like, hang on, I'm allowed 2 walls where I can put some cool stuff. And it's not all going to be music related. Some of it's film related, and there's just stuff that I want there that I think is personally cool. But I've ordered a load of things, and it's going to look cool. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.